All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Full game highlights, reaction, review, and breakdown. Let's jump right into it. As we see Nurk laying the ball in. You knew it was going to be a tough night, for whoever was guarding, for anyone guarding Joel Embiid. I thought Drew did an okay job, man. Drew came off that bench, and had and played well. Drew played well off the bench. I think Nurk got in early foul trouble, so Drew had to, come in soon, which was good. I mean, in my opinion, which was good, because Drew's a little more active. You know what I'm saying? And you need an active body against Embiid. It's one thing just to have, I don't want to say muscle, weight or size, to try to push Embiid or keep from getting pushed. Yeah. But you want to have an active body against Embiid, as we see Jeremy Grant, let's get to JG. You know what I'm saying? Past few games, he's been playing very solid, very strong. And I want to give him his props for that. You know what I'm saying? He's he's up the ante when it comes to, playing good, strong, solid basketball, man. He was, I mean, as much as he was scoring, as good as he was scoring, he still kind of was playing, a little soft here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember the whole flop mopping, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that, and I love this version of JG. This is a strong, look at the screen right there. Look at the screen right there from JG. We wasn't seeing any of that earlier in the season. None. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give Jeremy his props, man, as far as, being active on defense the way he's been, challenging shots, stepping in there, trying to take charges, sacrificing his body. I mean, he's really been playing on all levels, regardless of how high or whatever, how much he's mastered each skill on those levels. He's just playing well on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Kind of jack of all trades kind of thing. Let's get into Ant, man. Ant came out firing on all cylinders. You could tell Ant was sitting there waiting, while he was injured. You could tell he was sitting over there, what they say, chomping at the bit. You know what I'm saying? Nice look inside right there. Defensive breakdown by the 76ers. Great job taking advantage of it. As you can see, we came out in this first half playing very good basketball. Now, this is the type of basketball we want to play. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of basketball we want to play. Active, sharing the ball on offense, active on defense. This is what we want to do. And then you still have Dame, to do what Dame does when needed and as needed. You know what I'm saying? But this was a very, very good first half that we played as a team. The focus was at a great level. The awareness, because remember, focus without awareness means absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to, let me know in the comment section if you need me to elaborate on that. But focus without awareness means nothing. And then the composure I thought was good. As we see Ant starting the second half off really right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Ant was ready. Ant was ready. It was good to see. I kind of felt like Dame kind of got a little discouraged when he wasn't getting any of the calls, you know what I'm saying? Because Dame was really active, trying to seek some contact, and he wasn't getting any of the calls, you know what I'm saying, earlier in that first half. So yeah, he looked a little dejected as far as, what his personal game plan might have been, what he wanted to do, how many times he may want to get to the free throw line. I don't know, but it just looked like Dame was a little dejected about that, you know what I'm saying, in regards to not getting calls. And plus, Dame has been playing at such a high level. Remember a couple games ago with all the rebounds and stuff? Dame's been playing at such a high level. hitting the ground. You know what I'm saying? Remember I said before, I was concerned about that. You know, he tweaked his knee a little bit, but he got up and played the rest of the game. Hopefully he's good. But, you know, he could have been a little worn down. You know what I'm saying? Dame could have been a little worn down, and the team played great. So we just want to look forward to when those times come where the team and Dame, you know, are both matching that greatness together. You know what I'm saying? Ant, man, what can I say about Ant? Let me, if you go back to when we got Matisse in the trade, I mentioned it was either in that very first game or the next game, but I mentioned that I was looking forward to seeing how Matisse would play in this last stretch, this final, 16 games or whatever, because he has a tendency to disappear, man. And as we saw last game, did Matisse play against the Celtics? Did Matisse play against? Matisse played about 20 minutes against the Celtics, man. 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, something like that, man. And 1 steal. I don't want to make sure everybody talk, he gets 1 steal a game. Yay. Great job, man. You get 1 steal a game, man. I mean, yeah, that is good, man. But you know what? We're going to need you to contribute more than that, man. You know what I'm saying? More than that, man. In some way, shape, or form. I mean, I think Matisse had he had that dunk, that alley-oop, and then he had that 3 in the corner in the second half. I mean, I know that's 5. That's 5 points right there. Nasir Little, we're going to get through this. We're not going to spend a lot of time because, again, the team played so good in the first half. And look at the score right now, still up 11. You know what I'm saying? It was just a fourth quarter collapse. And it wasn't it was just, you know, it wasn't like, you know, the team just fell apart. That's not what I mean by collapse, but it's just as great as we were holding the focus and the composure up and together in that first half and that third quarter. Just as when the refs and when Philadelphia started making their run, the refs started making, I mean, not started, but the refs continued to make those, you know, their typical bad calls. And then we started to kind of worry a lot about that. It just kind of took us out of our game, out of our mindset. It's almost like we forgot what we were doing, you know, how we were playing so well. And we were just on our heels right there. It was a pure example. Again, we just went back up. Look at the score with 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you would think, you know, we're in comfortable, good position. I mean, we spent, you know, the majority of this game putting ourselves in a very good position to win this game, you know. And it just slipped out our fingers. That's all, you know, it just slipped out our fingers and it's something we'll learn from, you know what I'm saying? Philadelphia is a really good team, you know, that was just even Nerd knew it was just waiting to see that happen. We knew that was going to take place. That was a huge 3 by Dame. I was really hoping Dame could save the day, save the game, you know, just because we played so well as a team. You know, it's just one of those things as a coach. You want your team to win the games that you feel, not that you feel you should win, but I mean, when you're in a position to win and you guys have worked so hard and you've done the right things, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing when the ball just goes in, it's your day. You can turn around, close your eyes, throw it up backwards and it'll go in. That's another thing. But when you're doing all the right things, when you're playing the right way, you know what I'm saying? As a coach, that shot right there, that was just a beautiful shot. But when you're doing all the right things, man, they were playing so good on defense in the first half, switching everything, man. And what I mean by switching is from man to man to zone. And everybody was reading and anticipating properly what they needed to do. We'll get to that last play, but everybody was on the right page together. That was beautiful. So as a coach, you just want your team to win those games. You know, when everybody is on the right page, doing the right things, and you just want your team to win those games. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the disappointment comes in that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the team should be down on themselves or look at any one person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you're doing good things, man, you want those games to come out in your favor. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's get to that last play. You know, is that a lot to ask for Cam? I mean, who performed tremendously in this game? I thought Cam played great, and he's been playing really good, but I thought this particular game he played great. He stepped up in pressure situations, and that was a very, very big high pressure situation right there. 1.1 second left in the game. You know you have to get the ball to Dame. Dame is like your not your only option, but he's your main option in that situation. And you're just trying to get it to Dame. You know, you don't really have no action anywhere else trying, you know, with Dame and Ant simultaneously. I mean, man, that's tough. That's tough for the kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe you'd rather see Jeremy Grant in that situation only because it's a second left and only because you know you're only trying to get the ball to Dame and in an emergency situation on that 4th second, get it to Ant if you can't get it to Dame. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like Coach said, I believe Coach said, you know, that he felt like maybe he didn't teach it clear enough to him, and he was just taking responsibility for that, but it could have been many different things. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's a tough moment with a second left. You got to get something quick, and you got to get some quick action as far as something to get that guy trailing behind Dame. You got to get whoever's guarding Dame. You got to get some sort of action against him to get him trailing. You know, that way you can get Dame the time he needs to receive that pass, get a good look, and shoot. You know, same thing with Ant. You know, on your plan B. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, this was a good game, especially against the Philadelphia 76ers. To look at yourself and say, guys, we played great against a really good team, against a team who has championship aspirations. We played really good basketball. And we're not even necessarily full strength per se. We were definitely good enough to win this game. But we definitely weren't full strength as far as Nurk wasn't playing at his best, as far as just coming back and not being. No excuses, though, because Ant just came back and played wonderfully. You know what I'm saying? Winslow's still out. You know, you're getting a new guy still. You're trying to figure out how they're going to fit in. Cam is fitting in great. How is Matisse going to fit in? You know, man, just things like that you're still trying to figure out, and you played a heck of a game. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to the ball club, man. I mean, you really want to win these ones, but this is something that you can learn from, build on. We'll see if we can carry some of that into our next game. I believe it's against the Pelicans. I could be wrong, but we'll see if we can carry some of that into the next game, man. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.